So here it is, Escalation. This is the book that has the community in it is. It is, of course, as you can tell from the blade being ever its subtle self on the front, all about adding super heavies into standard 40k. And again, that's reinforced by the sight of 3 stompers wrecking their way through Imperial forces. Now, much with Stronghold, there are about half a dozen pages of background. So again, this is a gamer's book, but the artwork is of the same exceptionally high standard. This is also, I believe, one of the rare occurrences of Chaos versus Necrons. I've not seen one before, and it's absolutely stunning. The playoff of the Molten Fire Reds to that Cyber Green, Helldrake giving that Tesseract Vault hell in the background. So it's absolutely beautiful to read through. Of course, it is the rules, then the important bit. See a bit of background there. See, Uprising on Obsus Primer. It's a good read, actually. It may not be a lot, but it is a good read for what's there. So it is worth a looking for that. It is all, of course, about these bad boys. Super Heavies and their Walker and Flyer cousins. That means apocalyptic weapons, which means you're looking at Strength D primaries and Vortex. So you've got your super heavy walkers there as well, all with the new damage charts, stomp charts, ramming and tank shocking charts, flyers, gargantuan creatures, and of course you've got your destroyer weapons and what they do. You've got your stupidly huge blasts again, check that bad boy, that's huge. Not to mention that one, gigantic barrage, and you've got the huge flamer one as well. So it updates everything there. It's all as was seen in standard Apocalypse books. So this is like the real life version, if you will, of the artwork we saw earlier. Chaos versus Necron. Got the Tesseract Vault open with the Transcendent Satan, and of course Lord of War over here being that big guy with the Strength D axe. Nasty. And of course showcase for all the kits. Now you can probably guess what the included Lords of War are. If there's a GW plastic kit, it's on the list, which means Imperial Guard have the pick of 8 options. For those that are worried it's a little one-sided, I'm going to keep that vaguely blurred, but there is a chart for new Warlord traits for anyone that goes against. This is the chart showing that Fortification is optional, Lord War is optional, but it is otherwise a core 40k add-on. There are additional victory points available for damaging a super heavy, so even if you don't blow it up, you can get 3 good hits on it, it's all over. You can see the Doom Hammer and such. As you know, Space Marines don't have a plastic kit. There are a couple of races that don't, so the Thunderhawk is in for them. And again, just beautiful artwork. Got Storm Raven bringing up the rear, troops disgorging from the front. Again, lovely terrain built in the background. Now, I can't show you all the details of all the rules, of course, or the points. I will give you another one that doesn't have a plastic kit. This is for Eldar and Dark Eldar. That is indeed a Revenant Titan. It is the most expensive and is the largest of the Lords of War available to anyone, which with its 5 large blast strength D weapons, you're getting what you pay for. So yes, watch out for that one. And I believe, if I can get it to turn, we've got Tyranids as well. Get a flyer, one of 3 super heavy flyers, Tau getting a Tiger Shark variant. You can see the Harridan there, with its wing mounted, is it bio cannons or something? So everyone gets something. I imagine plastic kits will start rolling out for more and more of the races without, and I imagine Forge World should get in and start writing all their stuff in as well. There's Lords of War as well. Look at that, stunning. Now, as well as fairly standard mission types, there are Gauntlet Challenge, which are effectively for when one guy has a Lord of War and the other doesn't. So there'll be a points mismatch. So a person without gets an extra 1,000 points or something, and the super heavy's got to survive so many rounds. You've got trying to get it off the other side of the board. There's 3 of them, so they're not a huge number, but again, it's enough to mean that even if not everyone has a super heavy, everyone's got something to have a go with. Oh, again. Now, strength D weapons, I think, are the one thing that's got everyone most riled up. Having now properly read through it, and having been sort of, sky is falling to an extent to start with, if it was with strength D, I'd be easy to go. If you have an Apocalypse kit that's in here, by all means get it, because it means you'll get more use of it. It's not a serious game type. It really is, as they call it in America, a beer and pretzels match, where you and your mates rock up with something stupidly huge and powerful, and you just blast away. So don't go into it looking for a deadly serious game. This is for giggles and laughs. Alright? On that note, yes, it is worth looking at. I'd also say, Escalation should be used with Stronghold Assaults. Why? Because there's nothing like having a huge base being assailed by a huge vehicle. So, my opinion is, if you can, they work properly together. Mighty fortress being assailed by mighty vehicles and monsters. So, in the end, it's going to be an interesting time for 40k, seeing how these are worked into tournament scene, in general pickup play. But there is a lot of good from them both. It's going to mix things up, add more variety, and making the meta get a good kick in and shift around is never a bad thing. So there you go, that's Escalation, and I look forward to seeing the results of all the first test plays by everyone. See you guys later. Bye.